I'm Tai Joy, and I work under the Global Public Space Program at the Planning, Finance and Economy section of UN Habitat. On this topic, I will be talking about the block-by-block methodology, how we use Minecraft for the planning, design and the implementation of public spaces with communities. But why public space? We realize the multiple benefits that public space offers to urban residents, but also to the environment, both at the site level and at the citywide level and larger scales. From community cohesion to biodiversity to health impacts, as well as climate change adaptation. It is also realized in the international frameworks with commitments within the New Urban Agenda, but as well as in the Sustainable Development Goals. Specifically, it is realized in SDG 11.7, where member states have committed to provide universal access to safe, inclusive, accessible, green and quality public spaces, especially for women and girls, older persons, and persons with disabilities. But how do we define public space? UN Habitat has adopted the definition of public space from the Charter of Public Space. It defines public spaces as all spaces that are publicly owned or of public use, accessible to all for free without profit motive. These public spaces are categorized into three: open public spaces such as parks, plazas, squares and gardens; streets such as sidewalks, avenues and promenades; as well as public facilities such as religious institutions, markets, city halls and libraries. The use of digital technologies offer the opportunity to bridge the divide between inhabitants and their cities, making change literally happen before their eyes, giving them the chance to weigh in on how their future smart cities will look, feel and serve their needs. It also narrows the digital divide by increasing digital literacy and building skills. Therefore, the Global Public Space Program at UN Habitat has developed a process for which city leaders are able to achieve long-term planning priorities and report to the Sustainable Development Goals as well as the New Urban Agenda. The process starts with a citywide understanding of the current state of public spaces, their operation, spatial gaps, management and maintenance framework, as well as their ownership. This forms a basis for the development of a citywide public space strategy and the adoption of an action plan with clear goals and objectives. The action plan forms a basis for the selection of demonstrative pilot projects. It is key to note that this process applies innovative and participatory tools that can be contextualized to any city. On this session, I will be talking about the demonstrative process segment, which uses block-by-block methodology under the block-by-block program. The Block-by-Block Foundation is supported with funding and technical advice from Mojang Studios as well as Microsoft, and actively supports the implementation of the New Urban Agenda as well as the Sustainable Development Goals. The Block-by-Block methodology employs community meetings, presentations, site visits, and more importantly, site design, where the video game Minecraft is used. Minecraft is a tool that supports the co-design and the 3D visualization of the planning and the design process. Minecraft video game works almost like a digital Lego. One of the strengths of Minecraft is that it is very easy to learn, even where people without any digital skills. Our experience of projects globally have shown that almost anyone, young, old, educated, uneducated, can use Minecraft to start digital designing within hours. Through the methodology, community members are able to plan, design, monitor, implement, and operate public spaces. The methodology has been applied in over 90 cities in 54 countries and has realized the implementation of over 140 public spaces, directly impacting 2.3 million people. The block-by-block methodology has an incremental but well-defined process with learnings from experience in multiple cities and countries. Currently, the methodology consists of 3 phases and 16 activities. These are supported by innovative tools with complementary materials. Various activities could be conducted independently or simultaneously with others. The flexible modules enable participants and organizers to pick and choose most relevant and activities that are context-based. Under Phase 1, the technical team plans the overall process, selecting the site, inviting representative sample of population, key stakeholders, and assessing the current condition of the site. The team undertakes financial planning to ensure that subsequent stages and subsequent processes adhere to the budgetary limitations. They also check some technical and operational requirements. This includes transforming the selected site into 3D Minecraft module, with the help of participants to digitally view the site, design according to the surrounding, as well as selecting computers for this workshop. Under phase 2, during the co-design process, the technical team are able to work with the community, visit the site, identify some of the challenges and opportunities that are existing within the site, define a common vision within the public space, but also propose urban solutions through Minecraft. Then, the outcomes of the workshop are presented to a larger stakeholder, including the local government, urban professional. This is a very important step of the process, as the communities are empowered to present their ideas to very important decision makers. The local expert or the architect will then consolidate the final urban design proposal, including the needs and the expressed ideas from the participants. The third phase, the technical details, budgets, materials are further elaborated during the expert design studio and ultimately validated during a consultation meeting with the entire community. Finally, an inclusive implementation process is undertaken where communities are engaged in the implementation of the public spaces, including the construction, the maintenance, management, as well as the monitoring of the public spaces. For example, in Niger, a city in Niamey, there is a significant lack of formal public spaces. Many of the existing public spaces are either degraded, poor quality, and constantly at risk of being transformed into other purposes. Primarily due to absence of funding, planning and maintenance, these spaces decay and are often inaccessible, unsafe, and unconnected. UN Habitat, in collaboration with HealthBridge and Public Spaces for All, has built a park in Saga district of Niamey, traditionally a neighborhood and in a low-income community. Using the participatory and inclusive process, the project seeks to generate safe, accessible park in an empty land with no facilities. During the Minecraft workshop, residents in the neighborhood used the program to develop the ideas of the park improvement, focusing on it being a recreational space. Developing the park required significant participation and effort from the community. A total of 43 engagement workshops and community consultation workshops were held, and as a result, 35 improvements were done on site. Major efforts were added into an irrigation system that supports the fertile ground. A colorful playground was also included with swings, seesaw, play spaces for local children. These spaces were then owned and appropriated by the community. There have been significant increase in the number of users, especially children and women, who use the space. In conclusion, we have seen that Minecraft is a powerful digital participatory tool because, one, it is easy to learn. The second thing is that it breaks digital divide and facilitates a more equal dialogue between experts and non-experts. It also makes visualization and creates a new language in terms of visualization of the site and communicates ideas from community more coherently. It increases the differences between different perspectives and different community members and builds skills such as communication, leadership, as well as coding. More importantly, we have learned that all voices matters in the urban development process. With that, I would like to end my presentation here.